Hello students, let us see a new theorem, that is Taylor's theorem. Taylor's theorem. So what this Taylor's theorem states? This Taylor's theorem considers power. Here we are going to find the power delivered or power observed by the element. So Taylor's theorem states that in an arbitrary lumped network, the algebraic sum of powers in all the branches at any instant is 0. So what do you mean by this one? So it states that algebraic sum of the powers in all the branches at any instant is 0. So already we have seen superposition theorem, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, maximum power transfer theorem. So for in gate point of view, these theorems are very important: superposition, Thevenin's, Norton's and maximum power. So in sometimes in competitive examination, so they'll ask you a theoretical questions on Taylor's theorem or Milliman's theorem. So if they ask you any numerical question, the numerical questions becomes very easy, which are related to your Taylor's theorem, Milliman's theorem or compensation or reciprocity theorem. Only you will get some twist in on superposition, Thevenin's, Norton's or maximum power transfer theorem. So Taylor's theorem states that this Taylor's theorem is applicable for any arbitrary network. Arbitrary is nothing but it may contain linear or non-linear elements. So Taylor's theorem is applicable for linear elements, non-linear elements also. But while coming to your superposition theorem, what is the statement? In any linear network, in any linear bilateral network, we start with in any linear bilateral network, but intelligence theorem is applicable for any arbitrary network. It may contain linear or non-linear. And to find the powers, we use KVL and KCL. So intelligence theorem takes the help of KCL and KVL. So let us see one example of Taylor's theorem. So with Taylor's theorem, we have to find the powers and we need to conclude the algebraic sum of the powers in a network is equal to 0. Let us take a network. For example, this is a network which is having some sources and some observing element and delivering element. Let us take this is a 20 volts and plus or minus, and this is your 5 ohms and this is your 6 ohms. Now let us take it is a 4 ohms. The current flows in this direction. The current flow is in this direction. So it is positive, negative, it is positive, negative. Let us consider a KVL in this loop. So current flowing in the network is in the circuit is equal to, that is of I. So let us consider this is a power P1, power P2, power P3. What is this power? Power which is delivered by this voltage source. So according to the passive sign convention, if power enters into positive terminal, that is called as power observed power. If power that is of current enters into negative terminal, that is called as delivered power. So here for the 20 volts voltage source, the current is entering towards your negative terminal of your voltage source. So I into V. What is I? Let us find first I. So I is equal to total voltage by total resistance. Total voltage is 20 and total resistance is 5 plus 4, 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. So what is 5 plus 4, 9? What is 20 by 9? So 20 by 9 becomes 20 by 9 becomes 2.22 amps. Let us substitute here. P1 is equal to I into V. Then P1 is equal to, it is entering towards your negative terminal. So minus 2.22 into, that is your 20 volts. So how much you will get? So 20 into 2.22, that is 4 minus 44.4 watts. So why we are considering negative? Because according to the passive sign convention, it has to enter into the positive terminal, but it is entering into the negative terminal. That's why we are considering it is a observe. This is delivering power. P1 is delivering power. So this voltage source is delivering how much power? Minus 44.44. Now let us see P2. P2 is equal to 5 into 5 volts. That is of, this is the resistance. So if I want to find in terms of resistance, I square into R. I square into R. What is R? I square is 2.22 whole square into R is 5. So which gives you 2.22 into 5, which gives you 24. Which gives you 24.64. This is 24.64 watts. This is a observing power. And P3 is equal to, again, I square into R. Let us consider this is a R1 and this is R2. So I square into R2, I square into R1. What is I? 2.22 whole square into 4. So which gives you 2.22 into 4. That gives you 19.71. So let us find summation of P, that is P1 plus P2 plus P3. What is P1? Minus 44.4 plus P2 is 24.64 plus P3 is 19.71. Let us equate it. How much you will get? 44.4 plus 24.64 plus 19.71. So minus 44.44 plus 24.64 plus 19.71. So it is approximately equal to 0. So here Telegen's theorem is verified. So to verify the Telegen's theorem, what we have to find? We have to find power. For power, we can use P is equal to V into I, or P is equal to I square into R, or P is equal to V square by R. So remember, Telegen's theorem is applicable for arbitrary network. It is applicable for linear and non-linear also. Remember this one, linear and non-linear network. It is applicable for linear and non-linear networks also. But a superposition theorem or your Thevenin's or Norton's or your maximum power transfer theorem, just we have considered that in any linear bilateral network. So this here we are having a change. So Telegen's theorem, here we can say that it is a conservation of energy. It follows the law of conservation of energy. Power observed is equal to power delivered. Thank you. We'll see in the next class. We'll see some more example. So let us have let us see one. Now only we'll see a
in engineering service examination on Telegen's theorem.
So this is a question asked in IES 2014, that is Indian Engineering Service. This is an exam which is conducted to engineering students. It is like a IAS and IPS examination. IAS IPS examination is conducted by UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. Same UPSC, it is a national level examination. UPSC will conduct this Indian Engineering Service examination to engineering students to get a top position in a engineering service departments. So this is a question asked in the topmost examination, that is IAS, on Telligence theorem. So what is that question? Telligence theorem as applicable to any lumped DC network regardless of the elements being linear or non-linear, time varying or time invariant, implies that. So in the question they have asked, what is the statement of Telligence theorem? They have given 4 options. Option number 1, sum of the voltage drops across each network element is equal to the total voltage applied to the network. Is your Telligence theorem deals with power or voltage? It deals with power, so this is not your answer. Next, let us see option number B, sum of the powers taken by. It may be the answer because it is, the statement is starting with powers. So sum of the powers taken by all elements in the network within the constraint imposed by KCL and KVL is 0. If this statement supposes your Telligence theorem, yes, absolutely. So let us keep this B aside and let us see whether C, what is the C option states, sum of the currents meeting at any node is not the same as the current in that mesh. So it is dealing with the current, so it is absolutely, it's not. It is applicable to a branch which is not a coupled to other branches of the network, so it is not also irrelevant. So what is your answer? The answer is B. Sum of the powers taken by all elements in the network within the constraints imposed by KCL and KVL is 0. So like this type of questions you will get in, if they ask you if there is a chance for any theoretical question, so this type of questions you can expect in any competitive examination on Telligence theorem. Thank you. We will see the next theorem in the next class.